pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, moving on. The next item is approval of the agenda. Does anyone have anything they'd like to add or alter on the agenda?
If there's no additions, I'd like to make a motion to approve the agenda as submitted.
Support.
Moved and supported to approve the agenda as submitted. Any discussion?
Yeah, one question. Colleen, she's not here this evening, I take it?
Right.
Correct.
She's on vacation.
Okay, good. Oh, I remember.
Oh,
Okay. Any other discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Motion carries. The next item is approval of the minutes for the regular meeting of July the 14th.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes for July 14, 2015, Casco Township Board of Trustees meeting.
Support.
Moved and supported to approve the minutes of the Casco Township Board meeting of Tuesday, July 14th, 2015. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Motion carries. The next item is the financial report. At the beginning of the month, we had a beginning balance of $245,505.68. We took in $60,906.66. We had disbursements of $45,540.50, leaving us an ending balance of $260,871.84.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the financial report as submitted.
Support.
Moved and supported to accept the financial report as submitted. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Motion carries. Correspondence, item A, local road funding assistance program. This is put out by the County Road Commission every year. Last year we were kind of excluded because we had done it 2 years in a row. They opened it up, we reapplied, and this year we're eligible again. And probably we'll put in for ditching and crossroad culverts. And we'll probably put in for 50,000, of which we would be required to pay half.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens.
Has Mike identified which culverts he'd like replaced, or?
No, because the crossroad, when they go, we replace them.
Okay,
He put one in today, as a matter of fact, right down the road here.
I see.
So, but it'll be money available because usually in the spring, the road gets a hole in it and the culvert's bad.
Yeah.
So, and for this type of program, it would only be the small culverts. It wouldn't be the great big ones. So that'll be back to the board for consideration in September because you have to have this submitted by the end of September. So, next item, unless there's some questions on that one. Next item, I just put this on here that we're going to be on Channel 6, is the Armada Fairs coming up, August 17th to the 23rd. And I hope everyone that's interested and has an opportunity can go and enjoy it. I'm assured by people that know that the streets are all going to be done for the fair. They've been doing a major street thing there all summer. So I just know it's going to be all done and perfect. Okay. Moving on. Old business, there's none. New business, item A is a resolution. And basically, this is a resolution setting performance fee amounts. And our current ordinance says that these can only be set by board resolution. So therefore we have a resolution. Some are already in place. The first page is the same. New home construction is $1,230. Ponds are $500. All other building permits are $250. And a temporary message board is $25. The second, I guess it's in the next, under the fee, under item B. But this is a resolution for these four things. And you can see the two paragraphs there underneath it. there have been changes in there. It was 5% for a performance bond for site improvements, for commercial, things that require an approved site plan. So we raised that to 10%, and if they would want a conditional certificate of occupancy, we require an amount equal to what has not been done with a maximum of $10,000. And this used to be our ordinance, and it was changed several years ago, and the temporary C of Os are few and far between, but if it does come up, it's the incentive to get it done.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now, let's say a commercial project, it should not exceed $10,000?
The bond,
Okay.
right.
What if, I mean, maybe this, like what happened up in Columbus Township when they were gonna develop the golf course, Palmer Golf Course there at Ballman Road and Gratiot, and they said they need to dig the lakes, and for years gravel and sand start coming out, and kept coming out and kept coming out, and people were wondering when's the golf course development gonna start, and all these owners
Well-
and partners sued each other, and
That was a very convoluted thing, but that would fall under mining.
Mm-hmm.
And as you remember, when Michigan Meadows came with their mining, the kind of money we were talking for a
Right.
bond on that at the time, which was, I can't remember, but it was a couple $1 million or something.
okay.
So this is when you're building.
Okay.
And what it is, suppose you build a small business and it requires a lot of trees and stuff, landscaping and paving. You get the building done to a point where you can open the door and hopefully make $1. But you don't have all these other things done. Well, it doesn't take many trees and other things to come to a lot of money. So people will say, you know, I'm in, I'm open, keep the bond, I won't do all the stuff. Then you have to take them to court. Well, the judge isn't gonna kick them out of their business, and it's very costly and time consuming. So this is one way to try and deal with that. Like I say, temporary C of Os are very rare, but they can be asked for. So I put it back in the resolution.
And they're discretionary, so the 10,000 really, hopefully, if you give a CFO, temporary, conditional CFO, you're not gonna have more than 10,000 to do.
Well,
hopefully, or
and
close to it.
if they get to the point of a temporary C of O, you'd ask them the same thing you do when they initially apply.
Mhm.
Give me a cost estimate that's grounded in bids or whatever of what it costs for the site improvement. Now you're up to the C of O point in time, you do the same thing. If they have say they started and there was $20,000 worth of site improvement on their part. So you would have charged them 10%, which is $2,000. Now they come back for a temporary C of O, and they still have $10,000 worth of site improvement. Well, now they're gonna have to put up 100% of that 10,000 to get the temporary C of O.
Or lose it,
Well, they won't get a temporary C of O,
right.
then they can't
Lose
open
that
the doors.
opportunity.
Because as soon as you issue that C of O and they're in business, they're not going anywhere. So it may be a moot point and it may not, but I talked to our planner, he recommends this strongly. And
And the Michigan Meadows sign probably would have been corrected if this had been in effect then. No?
their sign,
Yeah,
probably.
because it turned out there was nothing much we could do about it.
Well, they came back with another plan that was approved, and they didn't do anything with that. They're still trying to sell the place, but unfortunately, nobody, because of the zoning and water and sewer availability, nobody's leaping on it.
Yeah, golf courses, they've been,
So,
some have been going out of business.
Yep.
so anyway, like I say, it may be a moot point, it happened, but I think it's a reasonable thing.
Okay.
We need a motion.
Okay, I make a motion to adopt resolution 2015-04, resolution to adopt performance fees amount.
I'll support that.
Moved and supported to approve resolution 2015-04 to adopt performance fee amounts. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, have a roll call vote, please.
Bill,
Aye.
Pat, aye. Joe,
Yes.
Dan.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. Item B, approve complete fee schedule.
I have one comment on the fee schedule. It's just, the way it reads, temporary placement of mobile home, 35,000. The asterisk.
It's 3,500,
Yeah, I'm
right?
sorry, 3,500 and 7,500 for all other temporary uses.
What page
It's
are you
clear.
on?
It's on,
Under the zoning, the fee
Yeah.
schedule. First item is ZBA on that page.
Okay,
I did a double take at that, but it's obvious that it's a bond. But
Right.
it doesn't
Right.
say that. And it might, because what?
it is.
Yeah, but the title of the column doesn't really make it clear what it is.
Well, probably not. It does say temporary. But if you look at our ordinance dealing with
It's
it.
clear from the asterisk at the bottom that what it
Okay.
really is, but I think it'd be good to say that it is a bond. And not a fee.
Okay. The top's burned off my page a little, so what did it say on top?
Casco
Township
Township fee schedule.
Fee schedule?
Yeah.
Okay,
Not a big deal.
let's take a peek here and see if the other ones, what they say.
Okay, is this, I'm sorry, Bill, we're talking about soil removal, annual inspection renewal, soil removal bond per acre, $4,000?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that's.
Well, if I may interject, you could consider that a bond, but it's what we charge. A bond is usually an addition to other fees, right?
Right,
A bond is usually associated with something else, and this is just a flat. that's the fee.
$7,500 to
Is
put
the
in
fee.
a,
They get it back though.
Right,
seems like something, you know,
so it's not really a fee, it's a
It's a
deposit.
bond, it's
A bond.
performance.
It's a bond,
It's a performance bond.
Yeah, it is.
So on those two, the two temporary things you'd like,
Just to clarify that it's a
Okay.
bond.
in
and that
in
they- that-
parentheses perhaps behind this, the wording,
And maybe even put returnable upon whatever.
just stick with
Completion.
bond.
Yeah,
Bond.
okay, I like bond.
you have a red pen, right, Bill?
I do.
Could you make the change on your sheet for me, and then I'll use it tomorrow?
Just want parentheses bond or just bond?
At the end of
I'll
the,
just put bond, forget the
Oh,
Bond is good, I
parentheses.
mean, it.
yeah,
Because you know, when they come to the ZBA, and they haven't done it, they used to always get temporary
Yeah.
use.
They
And
can
they
stay
never
forever.
they never take them out.
Right,
So then they raised it to the 7,500. And I don't know, I think we've only had one.
there hasn't been
In the
much
last
building until,
10 years.
maybe we'll have some more
Sattler.
as things pick up. But things have been so slack lately.
Our zoning ordinance, somebody did that for free off our website, right?
Yep.
Same
Yep.
way with the master plan book?
No,
No, I don't think it's on there.
there's
What
no,
about our recreation plan?
no,
No.
But the zone ordinance, they can.
yes.
Anyways, you go over this, the things in yellow are the words that were added or deleted. And they're pretty minor. We put the construction board of appeals on here, even though it's been in place. And we had a permit for it, but it's never been on this fee schedule.
I would put on the zoning ordinance book, I think Joe made a good point, I would put available online. Because if they don't know that, and they're say out of town or don't
We
know,
tell them when they call.
they do, okay.
We
But
call.
might put available
And
online.
most of them go online and Google.
And look at our
Casco.
website first, before they call.
I don't know what the other Casco has for a website.
I'll have to check it out.
If
Not
they
as
have
good
one
as
or
ours.
not.
Yeah, they do.
Do they? Yeah, because they've got a lot more people over there. There's towns close by.
They're
think-
right on Lake Michigan.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice place to visit then, maybe?
yeah. I asked them, their Casco Township was named after a derivative of Lewis Cass.
Oh, really?
I says ours was named after one of the original settlers was from Casco Bay, Maine. For that town. They liked our naming better than theirs.
That's cute.
And like I say, they're all very minor changes, but the one page where we included those 2 paragraphs off the resolution that you just approved, we included those in the fee schedule.
I make a motion to approve, our complete fee schedule.
Support.
Moved and supported to approve the complete fee schedule. We made no changes in the planner fees. They were approved by the board, they're still in place.
Right.
There was no changes. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll have a roll call vote, please.
Roll call. Dan,
Yes.
Joe,
Yes.
Pat, yes, Bill.
Aye. Okay, moving on. Item C. The architect drawing review.
Yay.
For those of you that may accidentally watch us on Channel 6, we've been discussing the possibility of putting an addition on the hall, which hasn't been altered in 40 years. And we have an architect drawing some preliminary plans up. This is his second refining of those plans. I think we're getting pretty close. There might be a little just tweaking where we put a door in somewhere between 2 offices or something. But I think you're pretty much looking at what we think is probably the best way to go. So now if you have any questions or comments, it'd be a good time.
Yeah, no, I really liked how he rotated the bathroom around and had that hallway down to the
Yeah,
main hall. I think that's gonna serve.
Very much so.
serve much better.
Yeah.
You're right.
Although, right this little area here, there's a little bit of dead space, right in the existing bathroom. You could stick a shallow closet for like record keeping.
Well, we have a metal shelf there that just fits there now.
Okay,
And that wall's not moving, so it'll still just fit there.
okay, just,
What are your plans for storage? I
Well,
mean, it looks,
because first we altered it for storage.
yes.
The open storage, which we have in the storage room,
Mhm.
somewhere probably in the cafeteria, we're gonna pick a nice wall and put nice wall shelves on, maybe with doors, and that would be the storage for that. Some of it's gonna go in Brenda's office, like the copier's gonna be in there, so the paper will probably be in there.
It's gonna be distributed storage.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
but the bulk of it'll be in the lunchroom, and the offices are big enough that individual storage cabinets pertaining to whatever area they deal with, they'll be in their offices.
we also have the basement here that.
Yeah, but you don't wanna put your stuff you use every day in there.
No.
So,
Why the secretary's office, I noticed there was that closet, a storage closet in there. Why was that removed?
well, a couple reasons. It was small, and they had the door opening in, so by the time you walked in, there was not much room left.
Okay,
And I don't know, I'm not real big about having storage rooms into a lobby.
Right,
This way, the same things that were stored can be stored in the secretary's office.
okay.
So I think it achieves the same thing.
What was that, the 6'7"
yeah,
corner there?
Cause I'm
Yeah.
Had a
thinking
door
we
at
could
one
put
time?
the
Yeah, coming out into the
copy
lobby.
Toner.
No, that's a good place for a copy.
So we shortened the corner up on the building inspector's office there, made it much shorter, so it gives him more square footage. This plan is approximately 125 square feet less than the one you looked at last month,
Okay.
but it seemed to fit out well.
Along the hallway leading to the hall there,
Mm-hmm.
I would recommend a couple of large windows just to throw natural light into that hallway.
Well, there is, if you look,
Closer to the hall, I mean,
Oh, down here.
the existing hall.
well, the only people go, there'll be ceiling lights and most times
We
nobody
don't.
goes there.
We don't
No,
have them
man.
now.
Natural light is always preferable. It's always a good thing.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, let's throw it by the architect and see what he thinks.
Well, he'll put
I think
anything
he-
you want, anywhere you want.
Yeah, but I think you'd agree on natural light.
Cause he has one, I
He'll agree on
believe.
anything we want.
Well, yeah, but.
Unless
Because
it's
this
totally
is the door,
impractical.
right? Right here.
And
Here's
the
the door.
assessor and the clerk's office are backwards on here. Patty's gonna be behind me.
This is the
secretary.
door.
What's
And
this
there'll
over
be
here?
the clerk right behind.
This is a window, I
secretary
believe,
area.
across from the bathroom
Isn't that
door.
where he's talking about?
No, he wants it down closer to the hall entrance.
Yeah.
Down here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
I don't know. I'll put a question mark.
Yeah, even
Okay.
if it's just
Down
to
here,
get some
right,
more
Joe?
light in there. Right, you like drawing natural light, it makes up more livable, more,
Costs more to clean.
what's that?
More to clean.
It will be fine.
Yeah.
I also highly recommend when we sided this new, we resided the entire complex too at the same time.
Do what?
Reciting the entire place,
Ta-da!
see?
We'll
I'm
get
already-
Even just picking up and moving it somewhere?
What's that?
Well, I had already suggested that, and he said,
I think so,
Well, we better look at our costs, but,
yeah.
Yeah,
cause the front's gonna be recited
Right.
where you enter, cause the entrance is coming off. We didn't talk much last month, but you had two options on the front, if you remember the thing he gave us.
we have the,
One was for a regular window, one was for an arched window. If you go with the arched window, that's gonna be, you're gonna have to have an arched ceiling inside that room. And then the option on the front, you can either put fancy vinyl siding or the brick facade on the stone facade under the window.
not fancy siding, just regular siding with fancy brick.
He doesn't want it, so that's.
That's,
Yeah,
that's,
I
I
don't know.
think if we do it,
It would show the building off better.
yeah,
Yeah,
it would.
So-
we're gonna do this once, and it's gonna have to last more than
Another
40 years.
Right.
So
We're all
let's
old,
do it.
you don't have to worry about it.
I won't be
Yeah,
here, but,
We'll look so
but
nice.
I wanna
may
know.
be here, so I.
You
Then
may
you
be.
can worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, no, I.
No, but
Yeah.
let's do it
If you
right.
wait longer, it's gonna cost more.
Yep, and let's, maybe take a look at, maybe putting our electric service underground, the, cable coming in.
Well, we got the light pole right outside the door. You want the light? You're gonna have the wire going there anyway.
Okay, never mind, scratch that. Let's do the sighting all the way around.
We're gonna get a new service anyway, cause we're gonna have to upgrade the 200 amp service.
Okay.
And, as far as the siding goes, you got a couple choices. We put new siding on the back 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That would be the siding that would be on the end and the front.
Okay.
That's like double 4 inch. Now, the old part of the hall is like a double 5 inch. You would have, and that was aluminum, you would have the option of, if it's cheaper, if you didn't like it, you could paint it. They
No,
do
we're
that,
getting rid
and it
of
works
that.
good.
No, it's,
We're getting rid
just
of
So-
it.
don't have two mismatch.
But
Yeah,
that's-
and whoever does it, give them the aluminum to knock off the price, they could turn it in for scrap.
You know, aluminum's not worth that much for what you get for that.
So
So,
you get something.
Yeah.
well, we can worry about that. Let's get this down and the costs
I
involved.
like the way you think.
And,
Thank you.
cause there's gonna be some costs.
Yeah, well,
You know, because we're probably gonna look at all new LED lighting
Okay.
in the office
well,
portion.
we'll keep going around and round and round.
Round and round and
Just
round.
takes a vote. a motion and a
Well,
vote.
we'll get the best price we can. We know you will.
But we'll work on it.
All right.
But there's gonna be a reasonable cost involved, probably.
Yeah. And are we gonna keep like the shutter thing, or are we gonna do something different?
Maybe on the old part, but not on the new part.
But not on the new part,
Those-
because those
They're getting bad.
are bad.
The black shutter.
Well, so if we price
Yeah.
that to.
Well, they come in vinyl too now. You don't have to use aluminum.
There you go.
And then for a long-term project, we could look about redoing the inside here, instead of making it look like 1968 in here, so we could.
Yeah.
Better get one thing done.
Let's get the rest of it done, then we'll work on the
Just
hall.
planted seeds. And as a
There you go.
farmer,
That's
could-
a
I
seed,
totally
alright.
agree with you.
As a farmer, you could appreciate that.
Yeah,
Planting
Well, anyway.
seeds.
so we'll move on and, get back to you. probably still a reasonable intent that if we do this, we're probably gonna have to do some major reasonable wiring and basically move everybody up here.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thing.
So
Well, he'll be at 5.
that'll,
Well,
that'll perk them up.
Yeah, that'll be
It won't
fun.
be for very long, will
Yeah.
it?
No, I don't.
Hope
5
not.
months?
5 months? No.
Well, it
90
better.
days, I would think, maybe.
Oh, well, I like that better.
It'd be
Depends.
like you're camping, you know.
That's it.
Yeah, right. You need to spend more time in the office.
Well, that's the thing of being a part-time trustee, you know.
There you go. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell them that we're basically set with this.
Yes.
Like I say, there may be a change with the door here or something, and we'll see about the window thing.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, throw that by him.
So we
Couple
still got
even-
lots of stuff to figure out when we get there about a lot of other things, so.
A couple evenly spaced windows in that hallway, I think it'd make it.
Be nice.
Well, it's already got 2. One more would be way plenty.
Yeah, 'cause here, this is a window, and then one right
See.
Maybe centered, another one down the way a little
in
bit.
center.
We'll see what the good architect has.
All right.
How big would you say the proposed window is that he has there now, Bill?
Well, we'll see.
Well,
Two and
the
a
one
half.
across from the
2 feet.
bathroom, I'd say is about 3 feet, if you look at the bathroom door. Then between there and the entranceway, I'm assuming that's a window, that would be probably 5 feet, by looking
Oh.
at this.
Right.
So,
Maybe another 5-foot window then to balance that out.
we will
It's
talk to
gonna
the
be
man,
nice,
see what he says.
No matter what.
The only other thing I discussed with him, and we really haven't come to a great decision, is the rear entrance. It's on here, it's unchanged. And we really, it has to be there for egress. But the trouble is, you know, it's not very efficient because of the way it sits in the wind that's prevailing in the winter. So you could either put in probably a $2,000 or $3,000 door that would be tighter, or you could put like a little tiny alcove outside to break the wind. Now, he suggested a roof, and I said, that's useless, it doesn't keep the wind out.
Right.
Because the one that's there now, even though it's not that old a door, you can see cracks of daylight.
Yeah.
Well, the wind's blowing all winter across that field. So we're gonna work on something there. He didn't like my idea, I wanted to take the little aluminum thing in the front, move it in the back.
No,
He didn't like that.
I agree.
No sense of.
Heard that comment about 1968, Bill?
Right.
Yeah, hello.
No, that's
Out with the
1975.
Whatever.
Whatever,
Out
it's
with
still
the
too
That
old.
era's gone.
But it's
Too
the
old.
back,
No.
it's the back door, Joe. Nobody looks at the back door in your house.
Oh,
They don't
as
care.
they're driving, they will see it.
We'll plant a tree there.
No, we won't.
We'll paint it yellow.
No, we won't.
Okay, moving on. Payment of the bills.
Any questions?
Yeah, just
Which one?
the board of review, for when they have like a quarterly meeting, that's their,
They get paid for 1 hour,
oh, why not, okay.
$10.
That's all they were here.
Okay.
So,
I would like to give them more, but. That's
No doubt, Mr. Sloan, it was a very interesting conversation.
Of
It's
course.
like he
oh,
always is.
yeah.
No, yeah, he's interesting.
I make a motion to pay the bills.
Support.
Moved and supported to pay the bills. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote, or a roll call vote, please.
Okay, that would be Bill,
Aye.
Patty, I, Joe,
Yes?
and Dan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Citizens' comments.
None.
Uh,
The millings on Putty got very nice. Best
So
it's
far.
ever been,
so far.
for a while, but they did a very nice job.
Well, those millings were a disappointment. They were
Why?
much lumpier than I
Well, there were
anticipated.
some big chunks in there,
I know it. It
but
made
they
a,
worked at them.
I know, made a hard job out of it.
Yeah, it did, it really did.
I was very
They worked.
disappointed that they weren't finer. So we'll see when it starts
It seemed like they
washboarding.
really gave it a good
What raised it up?
evo, yeah.
So, yeah, all the roads are limestone's on and the chloride's on. So, they're making progress. The only other thing I have really has nothing to do with the township, but St. Augustine, Festival is August 21st to the 23rd. So if you like chicken dinner, come on down. Anybody else have anything? We're up to adjournment.
Motion to adjourn?
I'll support that.
Moved and supported to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Stand adjourned.
Okay.
At what time?